Kizazi kwenye playlist. Kizazi kwenye playlist. Mabibi na mabwana, live from the Middle East, South Sea, Nairobi City, worldwide. Yeah. You're now tuned into the sounds of therapy and nature and Africa. Yeah. Maisha ni moja, Nairobi City inaningoja, watu watahitaji soldier, superhero akitoroka, na mama mboga anatugonga, vijana wake hula mogoka, mapenzi hukosa kwa hizi concert, kila msanii anadai kublow up. I'm losing my focus, chemsha okra, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, ukali na utamu yote nimea. Maisha ni moja, Nairobi City inaningoja, watu watahitaji soldier, superhero akitoroka, na mama mboga anatugonga, situkomboka, yeah. Situkomboka, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, situkomboka, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, situkomboka, magonjwa yote tunayaponya, situkomboka, magonjwa yote tunayaponya, situkomboka, maisha ni moja. Yeah, I'd like to share a poem I wrote in memory of King Ermias, aka Nipsey Hussle, and every colored person of change. Yeah, it's a tribute to a young king. I'm just trying to do my own thing. You brought warmth to this cold world, white mink coat with a little fur, black young man thinking positive, but still going hard on a lot of shit. Still tryna ball like the lottery. Nip sidestep the misogyny. You ain't heard of me, but I heard of you. How to be a humble dude. Dr. Sebi would be proud of you. West Coast beef never bother you. Yeah, you raise kids like a young man. By your side is an empress. Yeah. By your side is an empress. God put you up in heaven at the entrance. You did everything you did cause you meant it. We work just so our kids can be leaders. We serve, giving the community a rebirth. T-shirts printed with your face, that's chief work. I messed it up anyway. Yeah. Shout out to Nipsey. Maisha ni moja, Nairobi City inaningoja, situkomboka, magonjwa yote tunayaponya, na mama mboga kila siku anatugonga, vijana wake hula mogoka, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, 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 nimeyaonja, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, nimeyaonja, ukali na nimeyaonja, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, magonjwa yote nimeyaponya, nikajiponya, sa tuko poa, nimeyaonja, na masonko hawezi toboka, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, ukali na utamu yote nimeyaonja, So Kirby, definitely that's my real name, Kirby Mahasi. Those are the names on my ID, Gina Zakava. And then Kizazi is, just the collective or kind of community that we're trying to build. Kizazi is a Swahili word which translates to generation. So the community we're creating that is our tool is using different tools such as music, art, and other media to impact this generation in Kenya, and then maybe inevitably worldwide, positively through the media that I mentioned, music, art, visuals, all that, entrepreneurship, and also through natural wellness and holistic plant wellness. Yeah, it's funny, like Teo and I are working on some music together, and we've known each other for 10 years, but we've never recorded. We worked together like initially, but we've never done anything as me and Teo. We were just talking about it the other day, that it feels like this is the right time. As an artist, I've really, like, within these 10 years, so much has changed, so much has evolved, I've shared so many things that I didn't need, and also been able to acquire things that I was lacking. And that's a daily journey, I'm trying to acquire the things that I'm deficient of, and then also get rid of the things that I have excess of. So even in the music, I feel like my music personally is transgenerational because of, first of all, the message. It's a messages that just provoke thought, and also opening up about things that I'm learning, and being as vulnerable as possible. I feel like that's the first thing that makes it transgenerational, because people will always go through these things. And then the second thing now is we've molded the sonics, the kinds of beats I use, the kinds of instrumentation that I work with, the kinds of people I collaborate with, and the way I do my visuals, and the kinds of shows that I choose to play at. We've now designed those around the message. So I feel like this sound makes it also transgenerational, because I'm not really trapping or I'm just adding elements of different kinds of music, especially very, like, now I want to move towards a more like boom bap, jazz, soul feel, from the perspective of a boy in South Sea, so I feel like that makes it transgenerational. And then also the last thing is tying the music with what we're doing as well, like the juice bar, makes it also transgenerational, because if I go, or if anything happens to me today, the juice bar will still run. It'll still bring wellness to people. It'll still create detox juices. It'll still create a community where guys can come and receive access to tools that will help them with mental health, therapy, community fellowship, and things like those. So all those things will outlive me. Definitely it's my upbringing and the things that I have had to face, see, respond to, and overcome, or the things that have put me down and hurt me, then I get back up and learn from the wounds. I've battled like just anger and sadness and like depression for a long time, but I didn't realize it until I was older. And especially like now I'm 27, and I started doing my music when I was like 17, like properly recording in the studio and all that. And before then I used to just do poetry, I used to rap, and everyone felt I was gifted. I was always good with words, but I feel like at that time mainly I would focus on the words, like how poetic I am, how lyrical I can be, and then I started going through some real life things. Nairobi, raised by a single mom. She struggles with her health badly, and because of that, because I was born of a woman who was struggling with her health, with like chronic migraines, chronic pain, deficiencies in the body, then if I'm in that kind of womb, then the child that comes out of there, with me being me, is definitely like deficient of certain things. And whatever the body manifests is usually an overflow of what the spirit and the soul are manifesting, you know. So often these sicknesses and these deficiencies also have a root emotionally, psychologically, and spiritually. So you find that maybe because I was lacking all those things, and born in a home where you don't really like have an interaction with your father figure and all that, it started, the effects started to be more apparent to me when after I turned 18, when I became a man, quote unquote. That's when I started to feel like, hey, I've been deficient of this and that. That's when I got into like plant-based wellness, because I used to play football and I used to do sports. Then sports got me interested in like just fitness and nutrition. But then one of my sound engineers one day like shared to me like stuff about Dr. Sebi and plant-based medicine, and he shared to me because he knows like the kind of person I am. He knew like I would pick it and run with it, and once I discovered that, I've never looked back. Yeah, so using the now that I eat healthy, I feel like I just began, like I've just been born, and I'm making up for deficiencies that have been all my life until this point, you know. So it's like I started again, and it's humbling because like you become a man now, and then you realize, hey, that there are things that I struggle with, e.g. like authority or like father figures or relating with men. I realized like I really struggle with that, and it's because at home I never got that experience. So even inside, I was always walking around with a gap. And you see a lot of guys walking around with that stuff these days, but no one talks about it and no one addresses it, you know. And even with the rise of feminism and how women are complaining that men ain't nothing, it's because also this same woman who's saying this is gonna go get a child with some random dude, and then she's gonna be like, I don't want this dude in my life, I just want to raise this child by myself. And then this child is a boy. This boy also needs balance. He needs to learn the masculine and the feminine, you know. And then I'm hoping that these people he's learning from are people who've already had their journey and found their balance, you know. So it's been challenging, because now I couldn't really go to college at the same time my friends were going to college. My mom couldn't really afford it, and the things that I wanted to study was different, you know. My relatives wanted me to do engineering, all that, but me, I was like, yo, I have a purpose that's bigger than that. So I had to learn to carve my own way. When I got into fitness and health, everything I did was research, you know. Everything I know now was my own research. And my grandfather was also a healer in Western, so coupled with the research from like herbs he would give me when I go to shags and stuff like that. And then even with music, everything I've built has been a result of just my own will to overcome really tough odds and be a genuine person. So in every situation where I realize that I'm lacking something or I'm struggling with this, me now starting to reconcile that to myself, it now reflects in everything I do. So it was inevitable that the music would go in that direction. When I share, say, on social media, those who know me know, like I share my thoughts, and I have to say, first of all, it's very daunting to do that, because every time I do it, I realize how much not everyone is doing it, so it's isolating. And on the outside, people are like, wow, this is so inspirational, but on the inside, I'm like, it's inspirational, but yo, like I'm actually battling something, you know. So because I don't really journal, I've never had a culture of journaling, all these things I'm starting now, in a way, like sharing those thoughts is like a journal for me, and it just makes me feel a release when I say them. You know, there are people who just write it in a journal and they don't have to. There are people who don't show their faces in social media. Those are my goals. I hope one day I can be that person who I'm low key. I don't share everything. I just reflect to myself and keep it to myself. I'm not there yet. Sometimes, honestly, like I won't come here and lie that I like feedback from people. I'm not gonna lie that there's also this stigma that's going on social media where people are not able to be real, especially about the things that are not perfect, because guys go like, you're looking for attention, and it's like, of course I'm looking for attention. I'm looking for community. I'm looking for community. We're supposed to be, because I'm from a place where my ancestors used to interact like this physically. Guys used to live together. Guys used to solve things together. That was the purpose of, even when people would drink, when you'd find elders drinking like traditional brew, it wasn't to get drunk and sleep with every woman in the village. They used to do it because in that high state they were able to talk about like difficult issues in the community in a more chilled way, and that's what we're doing with the juice bar as well. When we do Java juice, it's for the reason, the same reason, like, let's create something natural that you can get a bit high, but it fosters a spirit of release. You know what I mean? So so when I share it, I feel there's fear, and then there's also relief, and then sometimes it helps me. Just writing them helps me work things out in my head. And sometimes I'll share after I've learned a lesson that I'm now currently applying. But I'm also, it's evolving. Like these days, I've realized now I don't want to share too much, because like I've shared a lot, and now people think I'm just this deep guy, and I don't want to be put in that box. I don't be put in any box. I'm just sharing because I'm honest, So I'm also now learning to just keep those things to myself and find a way to work through them. But I will never like sharing, because if I stop, who's gonna share those things? So we have a juice bar called Kizazi Bar, but even before Kizazi Bar, I did an EP like in 2016. That's what got me to play at like Blankets and all these places. It's what got my name out there. This EP was called Metro Empathy, and this is the first EP I did where I started more than just rapping. I became more, vulnerable. I would share things that I'm going through, I'm struggling with. And then from Metro Empathy, my lifestyle obviously was, I was trying to detox. I was trying to be more, because I struggled with anxiety. Again, I said that when I was born, my mom was so sick that I was born deficient of so many things. So I was always skinny. I couldn't gain weight. And then that's physical. So imagine how that manifests psychologically. I've lived with a scarcity mentality all my life. And there's nothing worse than being a prisoner of your own mind. You have to, and you have to encourage yourself. You have to, because you can imagine if I'm growing up with my mom and she's already like struggling to parent a boy, and then now I have a younger brother. Those are two boys, and struggling to like make ends meet. And then half of the time she's frustrated, and then she's struggling with migraines. Half the time she's stressed and frustrated. So when you're at home, it's not like when you come home, you're being told, oh, how was your day? I love you. Did you draw? Did you do this? Like these things that most parents in like British schools or like people who are more cultured or well off have access to. You come home and it's like, have you done your homework? Have you washed your uniform? Have you done? So you get used to quarrels and arguing or tension. You just get used to tension, stress, and frustration, So now you grow up as someone who has to start learning how to tell yourself positive things. And then my creativity was never, I was in 844, they took out art from the syllabus while I was still in school. Agriculture, ironically now I'm growing herbs and stuff. They took that out of our syllabus, So now I've had to, we've had to teach ourselves these things. Hence why I feel like Kizazi Bar has longevity, because it's coming from a place where we know what it's like to actually really struggle with your health, your well-being, and also finances and self-esteem. So the project was called Metro Empathy, and then out of that, my friends were like, this thing you're doing, you should call it Metro Therapy. So Metro Therapy now became the overall like wellness. It's a wellness side of Kizazi. Yeah, so now we have a juice bar called Kizazi Bar. First location was at Alchemist when we opened, but now it's at Muse in Westlands in Nairobi. And even beyond that, we're trying to make it something that's bigger than a physical space. You know, we're trying to make it something that's a community, a worldwide community, such that even if we don't have a shop, the idea of Kizazi Bar is still working, and it's still, you know, it's coexisting with people. So we do alkaline juices, and we're getting into food as well. And Kizazi Bar is something that is tailored by artists, so it brings a different aspect of wellness to Nairobi, because all these people who've been doing wellness are like the older guys, and they've been doing it in a way that's not relatable to the youth and the new generation, you know. So I believe that because we're working as artists and with artists and catering for artists' health first, because we believe that artists' health is always under attack, you know, and no one really caters for artists. So because the artist is the voice of the society, Kio cha jamii, if this person is unhealthy, then the whole society stays unhealthy, you know. So that's why for us there's an emphasis on artists. And now because it's curated by artists, we're going to bring to you like scientific things in a very cool, understandable way, you know, a practical way. So it's going to impact people who wouldn't listen to a nutritionist in a white coat telling them about things that don't really make sense, you know. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So check us out, Kizazi Bar worldwide on Instagram. And then Kizazi Afrika is the overall community, and Kizazi is, we're still growing, and we're still just finding ourselves and exactly which direction we want to go. But what you feel and what you hear from me speaking, that's the spirit of what we're doing. So however that translates to you, the viewer, that's up to you. Yeah, so you can check out Kizazi Afrika on YouTube. It's Kizazi, then Afrika is AFRIIKA, Afrika, Kizazi Afrika on YouTube. That's where my videos are. That's where any other person who works with Kizazi, you'll see all their content there. Yeah, and I work with a group of amazing young guys from Nairobi, and I'm just honored to be part of that. Yeah. Mapenzi Sio Dini was now the project after Metro Empathy. Sonically, it's a project where Metro Empathy was, you know, I worked with a bunch of guys, we made beats. I like working from scratch. So people always send me beats and all that, but I love and cherish when I get to see it with someone and we make like something from scratch, both the beat, the lyrics and everything. So Metro Empathy was more of, you know, it was more digital. And then Mapenzi Sio Dini means love is not religion, or you can also say love, not religion. So that's self-explanatory. And sonically, it's more organic, everything is made from scratch, and it's made in a more analog way. And the album is it's more vulnerable, and speaks to like a wider audience, especially matters of love, but beyond like romance, you know. Yeah. My influences as a person, obviously there's the early influences musically. Kanye, I really liked Kanye West. Issa, I loved Issa because I grew up here in South Sea, so I saw those guys as a child. I saw it with my own eyes, you know. So that was a strong part of my background. And then yeah, internationally, people like Kanye West. And then outside music, because I find that even now more of my influences are outside music. People like Dr. Sebi, you know, people like Nipsey Hussle, people like my mom. Yeah, and just people who overcame odds and stayed true to something that is very humane and very honest. That really inspires me, because that's my dream. I'm not there yet. I'm not perfect. You might see me post a lot of deep stuff, but like that's because I'm really messed up, you know. Sometimes when you open up, people are like, wow, you're so deep, you're so woke. And it's like, that's not the point. The point is I'm saying the things that I wish, I need to learn, you know. Yeah, so yeah. And then yeah, as an entrepreneur, again, Nipsey Hussle, like how he moved as a businessman was just, for me, it's perfect. You know, it's honest, it's genuine, but getting things done, you know. And who else is a businessman? Even Dr. Sebi, Yeah, and then with the nutrition and stuff, it's people like Dr. Sebi, my grandfather, basically people who used nature to undo and reverse situations that seem irreversible to the world as medicine has been sold to us. Yeah, those are my inspiration in terms of nutrition. Yeah. Moving forward, we expect, first of all, I just want you to pray for me or walk with me to become solid as a person until I become whole. You know, I feel like now I'm not worried about whether we're going to become popular or whether we're going to blow up. That's not my worry anymore. My worry is, am I going to be able to overcome my low self-esteem? Am I going to be able to become a more honest person who can say what's truly on their minds without flinching, no matter where I am? You know, am I going to be someone who can actually genuinely do things for society without being selfish? Because a lot of times I do things and I'm selfish, and I realize, hey, I'm doing these things with like a quote unquote good intention, but I'm not going about it the right way, and it challenges me, you know. So moving forward, those are the things I'm hoping for personally. I dropped 2 videos this year. Check out Yoko Ono Vibe, Kerby, Kerby. Yeah, so the link will be down here. And then so I dropped 2 new videos. I'm dropping a video soon. It's called Madame. Yeah, look out for that. Exclusive here. And then I'm working on something with Teo, which is very exciting. And then I'm also working on a project called Citronella. Citronella is a herb, a flower. It smells like lemongrass. It creates like, they make really good essential oils from Citronella. So when you smell it, it clears your nervous system, clears your nasal, you breathe better instantly, and you become more calm. It calms the nervous system. So that's how I want the music to feel like. And I want it to feel, I literally want you to smell the music when you hear it, you know. So so I'm working on that and seeing how it goes, and then trying to drop more videos, more singles, because that's the formula you need to be in the game or be recognized these days. But it's not like it's really important to me. But yeah, so I'm going to do more of the things like that I've been neglecting. You know, I've just been focusing on creating content, making it like good and genuine, but I haven't really mastered marketing, all this business, all this like fake it till you make it kind of stuff, you know. So expect more of that. Yeah, so even this Mapenzi Yodini, not too many people know about it because I haven't really released my work out there. So now in the next month, expect to see, just follow me on Instagram at Kerby Kizazi or Kizazi Afriika, should be down here, and then just stay tuned. We're gonna drop more content, and I want to put all the songs. I have so much music that I released that only a few people know, you know. So I'm going to make that available on Bandcamp, Spotify, all those things. But for now, you can find it on you can find Metro Empathy on SoundCloud. Kerby Music, Kerby Music. Yeah, it was amazing. This day started off very unexpected. I had so many things to do. I had to make sure we get juice at the juice bar today. Then the car broke down when I was heading here, again, my mom has been unwell this week, so it's been a very tough week. I was almost canceling this. Like, even this morning, I was almost like, bro, like, I can't come. I'm overwhelmed. But then something told me, no, go. So that's been my experience here. Yeah. Bless. So this next song is called Epiphanies. It finds, as I am doing this show with you guys right now, I've been in a place where it's been a bit hard mentally and spiritually and stuff, just trying to be an artist and also trying to run the juice bar, bring something that adds value to the society. Yeah, so this song it's a release. Let's go. Kizazi. Yeah. Kizazi. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. I'm so confused, I'm so confused. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. I'm so confused, Nico confused. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. I'm so confused, I'm so confused. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. I'm so confused, Nico confused. Yeah. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Nothing I do can get rid of it. When I'm in my bros, I'm in the zone. Kizazi, they feeling it. Just like a tap in the kitchen sink. My flow is running like Michelin. Growing some herbs on my kitchen sink. What Issa started, I'll be finishing. Kenya yet to mean a citizen. Wait for the fire, we drop in Feb. Drop it like some seasoning. Futuristic with my future plans. Understand my reasoning. Understand my reasoning. Jaba, changanyisha na kishasha. Hatupendi wanasiasa. Lately nashindwa kulala. Cause lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. I'm so confused, I'm so confused. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Nothing I do can get rid of it. When I'm with my bros, I'm in the zone. Kizazi, they feeling it. Just like a tap in the kitchen sink. My flow is running like Michelin. Growing some herbs on my kitchen sink. What Issa started, I'll be finishing. Kenya yet to mean citizen. Wait for the fire, we drop in Feb. Drop it like some seasoning. Futuristic with my future plans. Understand my reasoning. Understand my reasoning. Jaba, changanyisha na kishasha. Hatupendi wanasiasa. Lately nashindwa kulala. Cause lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately nashindwa kulala. Cause lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Yeah. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Yeah. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Lately I'm having epiphanies. Yeah. For your insomniac mind.